Cheli, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Were you ever a true crime girly? And also, this is a safe space, okay?
Okay.
So if this isn't a safe space for you, please go away.
You like bully the viewers. Get the fuck out of here. Sorry. Can I take that word out? You can't say that on YouTube. I don't think I ever was like on my own volition, if that makes sense. Like
Explain yourself.
I feel like I would follow true crime things only because my friends were into it.
Oh,
so my friends would be like, "Oh, you should watch this. You should," and I would fall into that hole. But it's not like I ever seeked it out myself.
So you were never into like Bailey Sarian or Kendall Ray? I
started watching her because you told me about her.
You're welcome. What can I say? Bailey, hit me up.
But I really wouldn't seek it out myself. But when I would fall down that hole, because there was like moments where I would be like, oh my God, I need to know everything about the Zodiac Killer.
No, for
like,
real. Especially when he was
like
caught.
Yeah.
When he was a Lady Gaga stan.
Oh my God, that was crazy. So like I would have moments where I would kind of fall down a hole, but I wouldn't leave feeling like, oh my God, I need to keep going. Guy.
Yeah.
I love this man that did this. Like,
oh, I thought we were saying like the genre, like true crime genre.
Oh, same though. I wouldn't continue to seek out more about other killers because it just makes me sad.
It is scary. I did kind of have like a phase, I guess. I mean, I don't know if to call it a phase because sometimes I like listening to like Bailey Sarian. Like I even love like her history episodes. And Kendall Ray, like, there's other ones, but I'm so bad at names. Bella Fiore? Maybe. I don't know. There's just so many of them that I like listening to. I think it's just like, I feel like I'm catching up with a friend and they're just telling me some
I love that.
crazy story that happened, right? I wouldn't say it was comforting though, because it's so fucking scary. And some of these stories were very graphic. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like the older I get, the less I can handle gore.
Yep.
Sometimes I have to literally like skim. I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't handle this. So I appreciate the people who will be like, I'm not going to tell you all the details because it's bad.
I remember there was this girl when Tumblr was a huge thing back when we were high school students. There was this girl I used to know that her whole Tumblr was like gore.
Oh,
like it was like gore that would accidentally be caught on camera, like the actual stuff, not just film.
God.
And she would just retweet or repost all the time. And I'm like, that's so sick. Like I can't go behind that.
Me
and
neither.
to people who can, like,
or I never understood people who like sought out really like graphic videos, because I don't know if you remember, this was so long ago when there was a video of someone who like fell off of a
oh yes, I do
okay, let's just say someone fell off of a high place. And there was a video that was going around of it, and I remember people being like, "Oh, I'm trying to find the video," and
different angles too.
Oh yeah, and I'm just like, I would never like I just feel like shit like that. I can't do it.
But you know what though? Because I remember seeing that video. What I don't like about myself is that I can't look away.
Really?
After I've started something, I have to commit to the end of it.
Oh, that's crazy because I can't.
I can't.
I'm just like, nope.
And then it sucks because in my brain, I'm like, okay, you saw that once, but did you see it? Did you look at this side of the screen? And I can't until I've seen it all, or else like if I don't know what it looks like, then I can't get rid of it out of my mind. Like I have to know it in order to
forget about it.
Toss it.
Really? That's interesting.
I don't know though. It freaks
feel like,
me out.
I feel like even if I see something, I can not forget about it, but not think about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I also want to bring up, I don't know what the hell is going on Twitter. Have you been on Twitter at all?
Not recently.
Good. I just feel like I see literal murders on there. It is insane. There was this one video. I'm not going to show it to you, but dude, it was so fucking graphic. And I kept watching because this was the first time I saw something so graphic on Twitter.
Yeah.
Where I was like, wait, is this actually happening? Is this actually like for real happening? It was basically like a camera that was being recorded inside of an apartment complex, but it was like the apartment complex that had like stairs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was like the stair area. So you could see like a door to an apartment. And you just see like a fight happening between two neighbors, I think. I don't really know. There's not a whole lot of details. But then you just see like one of them takes out a gun and starts shooting them. And you just like see the blood everywhere. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Why is this on here?
Sometimes those videos just slip through though, because
No, but that's not the only violent video I've seen on Twitter. I've been pretty good at realizing what's going to happen and then scrolling away.
That's good. I remember when TikTok was having that issue. And when they would just all be on there. And I remember seeing a few of them too. And like at work, I remember having deep conversations where I was just kind of like, just because you see something online doesn't mean you have to glorify it. And I don't know, maybe it's because of my profession why I'm so against true crime. Like, because I get understanding information and understanding what has happened in history. But to me, just like the way that the media portrays these serial killers or these incidences where people like are not right, sometimes it feels like they're romanticizing it.
No, they are. Can I tell you one of my biggest icks in true crime? It's not even the community. It's just like true crime as like a whole. I fucking hate that they give these bitches names, like cool names, like if they're a fucking superhero or something, where it's like the Golden State Killer, the Zodiac Killer, what was the Night Stalker. It's like, why are you giving them these names like if there's something special? These fucking bitches.
Yep.
I get like mad thinking about it, but I am proud to say that I've never had an infatuation with a serial killer because I think that's the biggest red flag. And I would actually be scared if I knew somebody who was like, oh my God, I love Richard Ramirez. He's just so...
Oh, I remember when people... Oh my God. That was the one they made a YouTube video on, right? Made like an AMV for him.
It was him and it was the one from Santa Barbara.
Yep.
Remember him?
Yes.
The one who made the videos and was like, no girl wants to fuck me. But like, look at me. That bitch.
Hell no. But do you think though that continuing to tear apart serial killers is gonna fix your life?
I mean, I hope so.
I really hope so too. I hope it's not the other way around. Welcome to the Book Fix Podcast, a podcast where we fix lives one book at a time. Kinda early spooky edition. Kinda.
Very early.
We are going to...
I'm your host, Yajaira.
Oh my gosh. And I'm your host, Cheli. We are going to be talking about a book that has made its way around Book Talk.
Yeah, it was really big on Book Talk. And then also, this was one of the Book of the Month books.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I honestly don't remember hearing much about it until you.
Really?
But it is from the Ruinous Love trilogy, Butcher and Blackbird by Brynne Weaver. So going into this book, I knew it was about serial killers because you had told me. But I only thought one of them was a serial killer.
Oh, really? No, I knew it was 2 serial killers.
So this book has to do with our 2 main characters whose names are...
Sloan and Rowan, fake Stan.
It's been a while. I've read this book like fucking forever ago.
I'm just kidding.
But it starts off with Sloan, who she is in
a bit of a pickle. Like, I don't know exactly what happened because it's kind of a mystery to this day. But she is trapped inside of a cage with this corpse that has been dead for like 3 days. So she's been stuck here. And no fucking food either.
And it's funny because, like, honestly, this is such a weird read. I would have never picked this out for myself. But the way it describes very grotesque things from, like, the perspective of a serial killer, it's just kind of like, oh my God, he's decomposing. Can't he do that later?
Yeah.
I'm in here.
That is so fucking rude.
Oh my God. And it was so funny because I had just eaten pasta.
And wasn't it describing
orzo pasta.
the maggots as pastas?
And I was like,
because this girl hadn't eaten in 3 days, so I can't even imagine.
One of my favorite type of pasta. So I was like, fuck.
Damn, now you and Cheli hasn't eaten pasta since then.
Yeah, I haven't touched it. Haven't touched a single noodle. So I thought it was really funny how she was like, I tried to kill this man. He thought he thought he had me, and now I'm stuck in this predicament.
Well, she did kill him, and I think the way that they fell into the cage, he was like, he closed it or he blocked it. I don't remember, but she couldn't get out, basically.
So she thinks that she's stuck there, but then someone comes in and is like, wait, hold on a minute. Did you kill that guy?
Wait, did you just fucking murder this man?
That's crazy.
That's crazy. I would never do that.
I would never do that. I would, no, not me. But then he like gets close, and I don't remember how the exchange goes.
They kind of have a bit of like a exchange. Like, it's funny because he's just like, wait a minute, hold on, his eyes are plugged out. Are you the orb weaver? I'm your biggest fucking
But
fan.
isn't it kind of like where he's like, oh, his eyes are taken out, and it's like, no, plucked.
Well, she doesn't say it in the beginning, but that's a thing later.
But then yeah, he like freaks out and takes her hand and shakes it, and it's funny because she's like starving.
She's starving, she's dehydrated, she's just like not even really there, and she's just like, what the fuck?
And then he's like, oh my god, really good to meet you. My name is Rowan. You might know me as the butcher. Whatever.
No big deal.
She's like, haven't heard of you. It's like, no, it's fine.
I don't think she says anything.
Whatever.
She's kind of looking at him like,
And then she doesn't respond, and he's like, okay, well, nice to meet you.
I think he was his ego was really bruised though. He was like, damn. And here I thought I was famous.
Oh, whatever. But he tries leaving, and she's like, no, can you
do you mind assisting me or what?
And he's like, oh, fucking thank God. And takes her out and takes her to like she changes. They go to a drive.
They get barbecue.
Yeah.
Beer and barbecue.
Yeah. And it's just her. She's ribs.
Just like, oh, I'm about to fuck up these ribs.
Dude.
Don't expect me to eat ladylike because that's not happening.
But the entire time she's eating, he's like completely checking Sloan out.
Yeah, and looking at her nipples.
And I forget. Oh my God.
He's such a man.
I forgot about that.
I was like, damn, not even a chapter in. And he's already like, damn, she has nipples?
Wait, what the fuck?
What?
The Barbie dolls never had nipples. I fucking didn't know. But he's super, super like infatuated with her.
Yeah.
And she's just so focused on these fucking ribs. But
so they had different priorities.
Yeah. But when they get talking, she kind of mentions like, if you're based in the UK, like how are you all the way over here?
Like, what are you doing here?
And he's like, wait a minute.
You know about me?
Wait.
I fucking knew you were a fan. She was like, wait, no, wait.
What was your favorite one? Which one? Which one was your favorite?
Oh, yeah. They started talking about their kills.
Yeah. And so then they know that their time is coming to an end because she's done with her rib. She's done fucking it up.
Yeah.
And he's just kind of like, I don't want this to end. It just because I know that when she leaves, because she was already looking for exits. So he said to himself, like, when she leaves, she's leaving. She's not coming back. So then he's like, what if
I don't know. Crazy idea. Yeah. But what if we like have this thing between us where every year we see who gets to a serial killer before the other? Because there's serial killers who kill other serial killers. That's their side gigs.
Yeah.
And they kind of just agree that, okay, sure.
Yeah, sounds fun, I guess. Will there be rips?
Every time? Yes.
But then they agree to this and they go their separate ways. So a whole year passes.
And I think it's every August.
Yeah. A whole year passes and Sloan, with a burner phone that she had received, receives a text message. And I don't think they were texting often the first time. I think it was very like...
I don't remember, but I think they must have kept in some sort of contact.
Very little. It was very, very little. because I remember she had texted him and then she was like in the middle of like literally
murdering somebody. Yeah.
And then he finally texted back and this guy's in pain. He's like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Rowan texted me. Ugh, darn it. I gave his identity away.
I know. Seriously.
No, but they were texting back and forth that.
But wasn't she on a phone call with her best friend, Lark?
Yes.
During this time?
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was talking to Lark about how this was going to go. And Lark was like, you know what? I'm excited for you. You're always so close.
So fun.
Yeah.
Let's see who kills who first.
Yay. But Sloane's just chopping away and she's like, I just don't know.
I just don't get men. Like chopping, like dicing him. I'm like, I'm not sure.
And it's funny because isn't there a part where she's on the phone and the guy's like screaming and she's like, shut up.
Yeah, like don't be fucking rude.
People these days. Am I right, Lark? But then Rowan texts her and is like, hey, my brother's going to give you
a little bit of a crumb.
Yeah.
About the next kill.
We're both going to get the same crumb, just so you know. And she was like, how can I trust that your brother's not going to give you more? It's like, because it's my brother. Trust me, he doesn't want me to win. And so then the brother's like, really hope you win. Here's your crumb. And gives her a little bit.
I think they just get like location, right? Or like a city or something.
Yes. And then kind of like what they're looking for. But no names, no anything. And so both of them go.
Can I just say, I would be so fucking bad at this. And any scavenger hunt, I would fucking suck at. Oh, you want me to be in LA? Where like 4 million people live? Like, are you kidding me?
It's so funny because at my work, we have jokes of the days.
Oh, God.
And on Monday, it's a joke of the day and we all hear it all together. So, and we usually aren't all in the same room, but on Mondays we are. And we all laugh at it together. But then sometimes they do riddle of the day and they go around based on like backwards seniority. And that's me first. So then they're like, okay, riddle. Blue puddle. Okay, go.
Dude, I'm so fucking bad at riddles. Like, it's embarrassing.
So bad. And sometimes I'll say something and everyone around me will just be like, Ooh, Cheli, yeah.
That was a bad guess.
You said that. Like, fuck, I can't do this shit. So the fact that they get fucking crumbs and they're like, I got it. Got it. I know where I gotta go. And they both end up going to this motel for the first one. Where it's a guy who's running a motel and no one lives in this area. And we don't know what this guy does or is. But they quickly figure out, both of them do, that the guy who runs the motel is kind of sus. But they both take different approaches. So,
but how do they figure this out?
I don't fuck. Well, isn't it Sloane takes this guy out to Din Din? And
this part was kind of confusing to me because she doesn't reveal who she goes to dinner with. And then she comes back. Okay, because she's in this motel.
Yeah.
She's in this motel, right? In one room. Rowan is in the next room. And so when she gets home, I believe it's in Rowan's perspective. And so she gets home after this date, which I think was with the owner of the motel, but I'm not even sure. And he just hears like moaning and he's like, oh my God. And so she's masturbating. And so he's like peeking in or something. He like somehow is watching and then sees that the motel owner is fucking watching her. And he's just like, that fucking bitch. He was watching her while I was watching her. How fucking dare he?
It's funny because like afterwards she gets really mad at him and it's like, how dare you fucking listen to me touch myself? And he's like, how dare I? I don't listen to that man touch himself. Like, you ever think about my experiences, my trauma?
I thought it was so fucking funny though, but because they had a moment before this where she had a Kindle, she had her Kindle right with her, and she was like, "Oh, I'm just reading dragon porn," and he was like, "Wait, what?
For free?
I'm kind of bored actually. Wait, can I have that maybe? I'm gonna be bored while you're on your date."
How did you feel that she moaned his name? Dude, I was like,
already?
Dude, I didn't mind the speed at which they kind of liked each other. What? Because this story itself just felt like fucking, I don't want to say, it was just all over the place. Like it
Yeah.
didn't take itself seriously either.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, it's a serial killer romance, but I like that it didn't romanticize what they did. They were just idiots. It kind of felt like that.
No, yeah, they were definitely dumb.
Yeah, so it was an interesting read for me so far. So seeing them kind of fall for each other, but then they're in the middle of doing like this most
I didn't
feral
understand.
shit.
Yeah, I didn't understand why it took so long though for either of them to be honest with their feelings, especially him because he was so into her from the very beginning. Like it kind of felt like they couldn't be together, but I didn't understand why they couldn't be together because they would meet each other a year, right? And then they wouldn't really talk until like the next year. And it's like, wait, weren't you like lusting over her? Why aren't you reaching out to her more?
I kind of assumed that. Well, let me say this first. It was the motel guy, the one who had been killing people, and he was about to kill Sloane. But Rowan and Sloane are basically running to go murder this guy, and they see him escaping in a fucking car. And Rowan's like, "Oh no, he fucking does it!" And like jumps on his car and just brutally kills this guy.
He beats him to death.
And afterwards,
it was kind of sad though because that was Sloane's kill. Like it should have been Sloane. No, because she was gonna kill him first, but then Rowan was like, "No, this one's mine."
But it was also he was like angry for Sloane.
Yeah.
But after he had done it, he was so like not in his right mind, and Sloane had left. Like she was gonna. Oh
yeah,
him
she
there.
did. Yeah.
And she ended up coming back to help him with his wounds and kind of like nurse him back, which is crazy to me.
Yeah.
And after that, they part ways. And it is said that after that kill, they talk every single day.
Yeah.
And they're sending each other memes. They're sending each other daily text messages back and forth. And so when they get information on their next person that they have to kill, they're both, or she, because it's
hold on.
Oh, go ahead.
Before that, wasn't there a point where like, okay, because they were talking every day, right? 3 months after, isn't her best friend Lark like, why? He's in Boston. Why don't you just go see him in Boston? It's not going to take you that long anyway. And so she works up the courage and Sloane shows up because he has a restaurant. Three boys. Boys and coach? 3 boys.
Yeah, 3 boys and coach.
Something like that. And she shows up at this restaurant. And I just thought it was so fucking funny because Sloane shows up, no fucking plan in sight. She had no fucking idea.
Which is so funny because she's...
Yeah, she is who she is.
Yeah.
And she shows up and she gets seated and then she just orders like a margarita, I think. And...
but isn't it kind of funny that when she goes in and she says her name, like, oh, table for 1, my name is Sloane. The person kind of looks at her, like the hostess looks at her and is like, okay, yeah, you can sit here. And that's kind of it. It's just there. And
she's like nervous.
She gets a napkin and draws on it. She draws a little blackbird and sees Rowan, but he's hanging out with like friends and like a lot of women, isn't he?
No. He like shows up and God, I feel like he heard that she was there.
Not yet.
No. Because when he sees her, doesn't he see her right away though?
No, because it's a coworker's birthday. So it looks like he's hanging out with friends and he's over here like living it up and all these girls are around
bottoms
him.
Up.
But it looks like it's just girls around him. It's really just his employees. And she gets up.
She gets nervous. She gets up. She's ready to leave. She's ready to dip.
And they make eye contact and he's like, oh my God, Sloane. And it's like, no. It's good. This was a mistake. I'll see you in like whatever months. No,
but before she leaves, that's when a blonde girl goes up to him and I think somehow finds, I don't know if he said Anna or whatever, but she like knows that her name's Anna.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, I gotta go now. And Rowan gets so fucking mad at his staff. He's like, no one fucking told me that my girl Sloane is here.
I've told you that as soon as she comes, you need to let me know she's here.
And they were like, who even is that?
It's on the front.
We've never seen this woman in our life.
That fucking
Have you seen this woman?
the wooden podium at the front where the hostess stands. It's like, I etched her name on the wooden podium so you guys wouldn't forget. I drew her. But she leaves and he texts her and is like, I wish you would have stayed longer.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, well, what were you going to do? It's like, well, we could have cooked together. We could have done this. We could have. And he like tells her all of these things. And she doesn't know, but he is at her hometown and drops off food.
No, he pays the little boy to do it.
Oh, yeah. He pays a boy to drop off food. And then there's a knock at her door and he's watching her open the door. And then he's like, I think they're on a phone call.
No, because, well, the first time they're not. So this little boy gives her the ingredients, the groceries, leaves, and Rowan is there watching the door, waiting. And then she eventually texts him and is like, did you just like have these groceries dropped off for me? And he was like, no, but also like, can you like do this? Like he started giving her a recipe, basically.
Can you mince that meat that's in there? It should be like 3 pounds worth. I don't know. I'm just asking.
Not that I know or anything.
And they do this for a whole week. So he's just there for a whole week.
But not actually there. It's all through a phone call.
I know, but he's right outside.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And, after the week is over, he's just kind of like, okay.
He kind of ghosts her.
Does he?
Yeah. Remember, he just didn't he didn't show up one day.
But they still text.
No, because then she's like, I missed you. Remember?
Oh, you're right.
She's like, I missed you today. Wish I knew how to fucking cook around here.
Lark's dead. Starvation hits fast. But the next, it's okay because the next person they have to kill.
Wait. Shut up. It all works out. It's fine. Can I say, I thought this idea was cute. Like him dropping off groceries and helping her cook. But at the same fucking time, it kind of gave me that energy of like when guys buy you flowers but don't put it in a fucking vase. You mean I need to get my own fucking vase? Like that's the vibe it gave me. I was like, what?
So funny. I've never considered that.
I was like, bitch, why couldn't you just go in? I thought it would have been way cuter if he was inside.
Can you imagine if the meat he dropped off isn't even like thought out? So it's just
frozen.
You have to wait.
It's like, all right, I'll just
get Chipotle.
I'll just sit out here then. No big deal.
But like I said, it's fine because the next person they have to go kill, he's a cook.
Rowan gave me like bimbo energy.
I love that though. This kill was so funny to me.
This kill was disgusting.
But what was funny to me was he showed up
fucking trying to ruin her plans too.
Yeah, he showed up with Sloane to go visit.
He showed up during her date, didn't he? She went out with this guy.
Yeah, and it's funny because he was like, oh yeah, no, me and her, we're like hiking buddies. We like go out and do these hikes. Don't see each other that much. And then the guy's kind of like, but do you have a thing for her? He's like, we'll see. We'll see. And
don't ask me those questions.
But he's always been a flirt with her. Like, I think he often tells her, like, you're going to love me. You're going to love me. You just got to wait. But while they're here, she's like, I
think she was so fucking embarrassed by him, honestly, because he just came in, ruined her plans, ruined her date. And then, so if I remember correctly, wasn't she just like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you drinking everything that this guy gives you? Eating everything this guy gives you?
And it's funny because she knows what's going on. This man is
a cannibal.
And eats every part of the body. And she's like looking at Rowan, who's like, oh my gosh, this wine is so thick and good.
It's so thick and juicy.
It's so like cut well. And he's eating all this. And she's like, lobotomy. And then he like looks at her and is like,
you love me?
Oh my God.
We say it again.
Cheers to that.
Oh my God.
And it's funny because I think
he gets too drunk too.
He confesses, doesn't he?
Yeah, he confesses. He's like, I've always thought you were so beautiful. I've always had a thing for you. I don't know, just like confessing shit to her. And she's just like, all right.
Okay. And then like in the middle of talking, his face just straight up falls in his ice cream. Because he's like, man, this is so fucking...
Not the fucking ice cream.
And then the guy's like, weird. I thought it would have taken like a toll on you too. And then Sloane just beats the fuck out of this guy. She does get really hurt though, from what I remember. No, not this one.
It doesn't show this one. This one, it's out when Rowan is out. And then when he wakes up, that's when we realize, oh, she fucking killed him.
Yeah. And he's just like, oh, what happened? He's like wiping
the ice cream, but also licking at this. He's like,
so fucking what happened? Just
swirling the wine, just drinking it.
And then it's like, bitch, he's a fucking cannibal.
Are you fucking stupid? You just ate a person.
And he just starts throwing up everywhere like he's not okay.
Mm-hmm.
And they go, this man is dead now. Like she has put up the eye the way she usually does her kills. And they call her the Weaver. I forgot to mention
Orb
that.
Weaver.
The Orb Weaver. Because she...
Which don't you think is so fucking funny? The author just self-inserted herself.
Oh, she did! Oh my God, I didn't even think about that.
But anyway, the reason why she's called that is because she's very artistic. So she'll like fucking make art out of her kills.
Yes. So then they walk into the... kitchen where the worker is.
I think his name was David.
Yeah, David. And he's just eating the food. Like
he's just stop. Like, yum, this ice cream. Ice cream's so good.
And they have bags that are labeled with what it is. And the ice cream was made out of semen.
Stop. That's disgusting. Because David was downing that shit.
Yeah, he was
like, best fucking
but
ice
also
cream.
5 minutes before, so was fucking Rowan.
But Rowan was like not really there, so I don't know.
Funny. I can't.
That's so funny because I'm sure when he realized all the things he ate, he was so fucking sick.
Yeah.
And he would probably remain sick for a while.
And didn't he say too? Because I think after this, they text a lot as well.
Well, hold on. Don't go too far ahead because remember our friend David, don't they like save this man?
Because she won. It was, I think they had made the bet before that whoever kills this person, the other person has to do anything. Whatever the winner says. And
which I love that. Just rising the stakes.
Yeah, so then Sloane is like, you need to give David a job. Look at him.
I don't know.
I
don't know why that would be the best idea. Like,
I know.
Because from what they understood, David had been lobotomized and he wasn't really all the way there, I guess. Yeah. And so they felt bad for him. Why would you think this man has been through a lot? Let's give him a job.
In my Michelin star restaurant?
No, thank you. There's no ice cream there.
The other day, one of my workers, she coughed. She was fired. Okay, this man, he's eating shit. Oh my God. But they give him a job as a dishwasher, right?
Just so sweet.
Always kind.
So sweet.
They text a lot. They text so much. I don't think they see each other in between. Oh no, they do. He has an event, doesn't he?
Remind me.
It's a cook event. It kind of feels like the Oscars.
Oh, yes. I did feel like the Oscars.
It's called the Gordons.
Oh, my God.
Gordon Ramsay hosts it.
Yeah.
So she was invited to this event by Rowan, and she's like, wait, is this a date? So she dresses really, really nice in red. And gets there.
Oh my God, wait. Okay, sorry. I just fucking hit me.
What happened?
So
she gets there and is like all over him, kind of.
Because she's thinking like, this is going to be a really romantic night. This is going to be real sweet.
And so then they're dancing together and he's just like, I'm really glad you're here, you know. I just wanted it to be you. By the way, look to your left. That man, he's a horrible guy. He kills people. And it just starts going off. And then she leans back and is like, excuse me? And it's like, yeah. Like, isn't this...
I prepared a surprise for you. That guy over there, like I said, he's a horrible person. So I thought maybe you and I could have a little bit of fun tonight.
Wait, you didn't think...
And she got offended because she was like, wait, I thought this was just a date.
Yeah, and then he was like, wait, you... I thought you were wearing red to be like on the nose about this.
Yeah, because he thought it meant like blood. Like, oh, that's what she wants. Okay, cool.
And she starts to walk away, and he's just like, wait, I take backsies. Take backsies. No. And I think she leaves, right? They don't have a conversation after this.
I think she does. I don't really remember, but I just remember thinking, damn, this is so... The miscommunication really hit in this moment.
But then, yeah, because after that, their next kill...
Was that the barn one?
Yes.
It was giving me the impression of Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yes.
That's exactly what I had in my mind, because they get to this house, which was like run down. Mm-hmm. There's a barn right next to it. And then I believe they do like a rock, paper, scissors thing. Yeah. And Sloane loses. So she has to go through the front door. Mm-hmm. And he's going to go through the back door. And I think when she walks in, there's like cameras. There's like monitors. Yeah. Right? Where she could see like what the fuck was happening in the house. And basically she runs because she thinks that Rowan is going to get hurt or something. And she gets welcomed by a big ass boot in her face. Oh, dude. That must have really hurt.
Oh, I know. She gets taken to like I think the outside. Yeah. The way I imagine it. Oh, it was a barn. For some reason, I imagined the opening was down, wasn't it? Because he couldn't get them out. That was the whole thing. So they were put in a place that is like kind of below like a hatch? Ground. I think it was. Okay. Because she was put with someone else.
It would be like a wine cellar.
That's what it was. Mm-hmm. So when Rowan gets there, there's two people. It's her and the other girl that had already been there. Mm-hmm. And it's funny because the other girl's obviously in a lot of trauma because she's been here a while. But Rowan's just like, Sloane, grab onto me.
Sloane, let's go and leave this girl behind.
But he's just, I'll come back for you. I swear I'll come back for you. And picks her out of it. But she has a broken arm, I think.
Her clavicle is broken, I think.
Yeah, and then the boot to the face. There's just like a lot.
Mm-hmm. Like she's fucked up, basically. And he's so fucking angry. He's like, when I get this guy, he's fucking dead. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Don't they kiss?
Yeah, they kiss. Yeah, because they're having a moment and this girl down there is just like fucking crying.
I haven't eaten in 4 days.
So sad.
But they kiss. They have a moment. And he's like, okay, I'm going to go fuck this bitch up for you. And
don't say I never did anything for you.
Does. Doesn't she? Okay.
This is the one that he's scared to death, no?
Yeah, he is. But scared for her, right?
Is this the one with the mom's corpse?
It might be, because this is one of the last ones.
Yeah, because he kept his mom's corpse, right?
I think so.
The skeleton or some shit. I don't.
That's weird.
I just remember thinking like, what the fuck? This is giving me Chainsaw Massacre, but also Norman Bateman. Mm-hmm. Sorry, spoiler alert. They should know, right? And then I remember her like messing with the corpse and like putting it too close to the killer, and then I think he dies out of fear.
And then
pretty sure
even them, they are just kind of like, wow,
that's it. Damn.
Mm-hmm. Isn't there a moment when they're escaping where she like needs to change shirts and she has like a fucking nipple piercing?
Oh yes.
And he's just kind of like, oh,
when did that happen?
Wait, hold on. If I recall, when you, as you said, fucked up those ribs, you didn't have that, and it's like he can't stop looking at it, but he's like, oh, she's hurt. I can't.
He's like, focus.
I'm taking you to my brother. He will fix you up and whatever.
He's a doctor. No, well, he's a vet.
So then they go over to the brother.
But what happens to the girl?
She gets out. Isn't that it?
The other girl.
I don't remember what happens.
Don't you remember? They're like, oh, we're gonna help you. Yeah, okay, bye. Aren't they just like, all right, see ya. All right. Well, she'll be fine, right? She's gonna be fine.
Dude, I totally forgot about that. I honestly, no, I don't. That's so fucked up.
I thought that was so sad.
They should have trioed it up. They should have just
why did they fucking keep David, but not this poor girl?
Oh, you're right. I didn't even think about that. Just imagine if every single person they killed had someone that was kind of like forced into this. So then Rowan just has like 50 dishwashers that he can't fire. Oh my gosh. That's so funny though. They go to Rowan's brother's house and there's like a girl there. It's not even that important, but just know that is she?
We can skip it. I don't really care to talk about her.
Yeah.
But I just hated the whole tarot cards part. I fucking hated that part.
Dude, I don't remember that. Wait, explain it.
Well, I just didn't like that the part felt so cliched. I was like, of course she would fucking pull the fucking death. Of course she would. There was 3 cards that she pulled, but I don't remember what the other 2 were.
But death, because there's serial killers and it's kind of romantic.
Actually, you know what? No, now we're starting on it, so I need to look at it.
Okay. Well, while
this
you're saying that,
this is your fault.
well, while you're saying that, when they show up, the woman opens the door and is
which
like,
is the brother's girlfriend,
almost girlfriend,
not really girlfriend.
Yeah, they're just kind of like a situationship. But she's like, but I'm working on it. What about you? What about you? And Rowan's like, me too. I'm also working on it. And so when they get there, I'm imagine Sloane is busted the fuck up. And they still manage to have sex.
Dude.
That's crazy.
Real.
Broken clavicle and all.
Mm-hmm.
Hell no.
Oh, they pull the moon. They pull the moon. They pull the tower. And I think that's it. I could have sworn there was a third one.
Damn. But you know what?
But I don't know. That part kind of just
does any of it matter when they're in love?
that character just annoyed me.
Really?
I
didn't think much of her.
Why?
I don't know. I just kind of skimmed.
But she was the one who you skimmed her.
A little bit.
So then you didn't like her.
I didn't hate her. It was
Rose.
like,
her name was Rose.
Yeah,
she was the one who was like, that boot, was it him? Is he the one who gave you that boot mark? Remember?
No, he's my baby.
Not him. He would never. He doesn't even. Oh my God. The part where she said he's more of a Converse guy. Shut the fuck up.
I fucking hate that shit.
But yes, they have sex. How was that for you? What'd you think?
The spice was there, but the fact that she was hurt and doing this, I couldn't I couldn't get past that.
Okay, so you thought she was in pain the whole time?
Yeah. But she was fine. She enjoyed it. They're there for a while, if I remember correctly, like 2 or 3 weeks.
Because she's healing, right? Yeah. Is that why they're there?
And bliss. Yeah, that's why they're there.
This is basically their honeymoon. And I thought it was so fucking funny because they had sex like all night, basically. Mm-hmm. And he told her, no, girl, we're not going to stop until I hear you scream, until I hear some screaming. And so the next morning, Sloane is kind of embarrassed because she's thinking, they probably heard me last night. Yeah. Wild night. And Rose was kind of like, nah. I can sleep through anything. But I think the brother was kind of embarrassed by it.
Whatever. They're serial killers. Whatever. So then they go their separate ways, and I don't remember how it plays out, but doesn't she move in with him?
Does she?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she leaves her life.
I think she does stay with him for a little bit because I remember they were doing really well for a while. Yes. And they were really happy for a while. But then our friend David does a little bit of a flip, and he's just like all of a sudden not as calm, docile as he was made out to be, or made out to be seen.
Because before this, they have an argument, which isn't that big, but it's hurtful. And then they're better about it. No, there's one little one.
Okay. What was it? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
Okay.
But it was something very small, but it kind of just showed it's still not a perfect relationship. You know, they're still working through it. Mm-hmm. But it's fine. They're good and they love each other. And then David shows up with when Rowan is by himself and is like, it's been me all along, bitch. Mm-hmm.
You think that bitch was cooking by himself? No, I'm a chef too. Who do you think made that good ass ice cream?
But I gave you 401k. So then
he basically threatens him, and he's like, if you don't make Sloan leave, I'm gonna kill her in front of you. Mm-hmm. And so I think Sloan shows up, and Rowan is very cold towards her. He's just like, girl, you're kind of a psycho. Yeah. You kind of scare me. You be plucking eyes. And she's like, I don't pluck out eyes.
No, I don't.
No, it is pluck. What did she say?
You like tear them out. And she's like, no, I pluck out.
Oh, yeah. He says you gouge out eyes. And she's like, no, I pluck them like a lady.
But he tells her to leave, and she's so hurt by this and does leave. But then she starts realizing, like, he said something that was a little weird.
Mm-hmm. Something about, like, a date, right?
Yeah.
That they did something on a certain date.
But it wasn't. Mm-hmm. It wasn't that date. Mm-hmm. And she's like, oh, my gosh. It's funny. It just hits her. Oh, my gosh. David is evil, and he's just been like, oh, my God, I got to go back. And she's running, and she calls the brother and is like, you need to show up at the 3C and B. He's there, and, like, something's going on. And so
I think she saw something on a camera, though, and that's how she figured it out.
Did she?
Because I remember her looking at a camera and being like, something is off about Rowan's body language and the way that David was approaching him.
Mm-hmm. Who kills who? I don't think it really matters.
I don't remember.
But David
is no more.
It's funny because it feels very quick after.
Sloan does it, doesn't? Sloan does it.
Okay.
I think. I'm pretty sure.
It feels very quick after this because
the way that it ended.
Yeah. So basically she does this and they love each other, and then he's like, days or weeks pass.
He's like, babe, look into that guy's eyeball. She looks in the eye. There's a ring in there. She's like, wow,
babe. So I know. Put it there myself.
I know. I tried to pluck it, but I just gouge. I'm sorry.
I know. Here, come with me, babe. And then he takes her to like a sister restaurant that he's opening, which he has called Butcher and Blackbird. Mm-hmm. He called it Butcher and Blackbird by whatever her name was, Brynne Weaver. Weird.
No, it was not.
But it was Butcher and Blackbird, and she gets very, very emotional about it.
Yeah, she does.
And they live happily ever after, probably still continuing to kill people. Mm-hmm. The end.
The end. Okay, we still have time.
How did you feel?
I don't know. Like, I was very conflicted because honestly, I feel like overall it was an enjoyable ride. I did like it overall. There was just certain parts that I was kind of like,
What were you not feeling?
There was a part that, how old were they?
22, 20. Okay,
there was a part where she says like, get your boy germs out of here. Or something about his boy germs. He's like, oh, you have cooties. And I was just thinking the whole time, how old are they? Aren't they like...
It took you out.
20?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I had a feeling they were in their 20s, but I was like, okay. And there was another part I brought up. The grocery part, I thought could have been cuter. It was all right. But I don't know. Like, overall, I still kind of enjoyed it. It did make me laugh in certain parts. And... I don't know. Like, I think that I just wish it was a little bit better.
I get what you mean. Mm-hmm. I'm on the other side of this. I really, really liked this book.
Yeah.
And I didn't think I was going to.
Yeah.
And the humor for me was super spot on. I really liked Rowan and Sloane's back and forth. And I just fucking love Rowan.
Yeah.
He was so fucking stupid.
Yeah, he might have been a little too stupid for me.
I didn't mind that. I thought it was funny. I don't think I took this book seriously, and I think that's what was better about it.
I don't think I took it seriously either. I just didn't like certain parts about it.
I get it, and I respect it.
Yeah.
But dude, I gave this book a 5 out of 5.
Damn, that's crazy.
Really like this
For
book.
you to give a serial killer book 5 out of 5 is crazy to me.
I know, me too, but I thought it was so good.
It was funny at some parts, but I don't know.
But that being said, it's a trilogy. I can't see myself reading the rest. I did, after I finished it, I was like, I could read this whole trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
But it feels weird, because to me, they can't rewrite Rowan and Sloane. Because the next character is going to be Lark.
Yeah.
And one of the brothers, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not there for that shit.
How did you feel about Lark? You weren't down or what?
I don't mind her, but she's not Sloane. Like, to me, it's, I can't see it being entertaining now because it's just a bunch of killers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It felt very wacky with the way that it handled things. This is a weird word to use. That the way that they handled things, that to me, if it just keeps going, it's just kind of like, okay, we're just in this world of killers.
Now. Yeah. One of the things that I wasn't loving is I never really understood their motivations, I guess. Like I don't think that I have a clear picture of who these people really are.
They kind of explained why they did what they did, kind of, not really. But from what I remember with Sloane, she wanted to get caught, right? So the way that she would weave the eyes, she would do it with certain colors, and it was topographically accurate to where she lived. So she was putting certain, like, she would use brown string, and that was like the mountains, and she would use like yellow for the highways. Or
oh my god, the people were just like, damn, she's just so artistic.
Yeah, but then no one ever got it.
Yeah.
And so I know that she had a bad childhood,
but
that was
what was it though?
I don't remember.
Because they didn't
anything.
really explain. That's why.
Yeah, but I'm okay with that.
I'm talking about me. You don't have to say that.
But it's fine. It's fine.
I don't know. I just feel like I don't really know them that well.
Do you ever... I wouldn't call this a feel good at all.
No, this is not a feel good.
But do you ever read a book and enjoy it, but know it's not like the greatest?
Yes, I'm sure I have.
And you're chill with it? Are you chill with it? Or do you feel like it needs to have substance?
What do you mean?
Because it doesn't sound like this has enough substance for you.
No, I feel like if it would have had a better like backstory for them, for me to be like, oh, they're so perfect together because their backgrounds are this. You know what I mean? And that's why they work well together. For me, like the reason why they work well together is because they're both serial killers, and that's about it.
Oh.
Yeah, but do they?
Yeah, they do. I really like this book.
Damn.
I thought you were gonna love this book.
I do like it. I just feel like I was just really turned off about not knowing who these people even fucking are.
That's the beauty and the mystery.
No. No, because if the next book is gonna be about Lark and whoever, the other brother,
yeah,
I don't think it's gonna talk about Sloane and Rowan.
No, I don't think so.
Well,
either.
Maybe like in passing, like, hey,
they're killing someone.
There they go again.
You know, them and their games,
their annual game.
That's why I don't think the second one would do as good. And honestly, I haven't heard anyone talk about the second one.
Is it out? Oh. Wait, what? It's out? No, it's not.
Let me see. No, it comes out June 4th, 2024.
Oh, wow. This year. Oh, my God.
It is called Leather and Lark.
Oh, he did work a lot with leather. I do remember that. Lachlan.
A contract killer.
Can I be honest, though? I feel like talking about the book made me enjoy it more, though. Because I feel like before talking about it, I was kind of like more, not middle.
Yeah.
But like middle, like more like 3.5. But I feel like talking about it with you made me like it more. Because it did have its funny moments. And I thought it was so fucking funny that he was so, especially that part where he kind of almost ruined everything for her with the cannibal. I was like, oh my God.
That was
dude.
my favorite part. I fucking love that shit.
I just love that he just didn't even fucking do any research. He was just like, you know what? This girl seems like she knows what she's doing. I'm just gonna follow her. And then don't you remember afterwards she was like, wait, you were cheating.
Yeah. It's not cheating. There was no rules.
I was just there hanging out with you.
Can I say though, I don't think this goes back to what we were saying at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
You and I don't romanticize serial killers.
No.
I feel
like
like
I never will.
People who do shouldn't read this book.
But I feel like they probably fucking love this book.
I hate that.
But don't you okay. Different question. Don't you kind of feel like they didn't really have enough games though? I kind of wish they would have had a more frequent competition, because I don't know, like I felt like they only had it a couple times.
You know, I feel like the competitions would have been more impactful if we saw how the media was taking it.
Oh, that would have been good.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or just seeing how the police were they ever close to getting them? I don't know.
It would have been interesting if the police started to catch on, oh, the Butcher and Blackbird are working together.
Yeah.
And like they would see like one that Rowan did, but they gave the credit to Sloane. Like something like that would have been interesting to see.
Yeah.
I'm reminded of that other book we read with the serial killer.
Oh,
the lady.
The
Mindfuck
series.
That was done a little better than this. Not dialogue wise.
Yeah, this dialogue was a lot better.
But like plot wise with the kills.
Mm-hmm.
I
think
know.
you mean like a more thought out for the plot, right? But yeah, I don't know. I think I would give it probably like a 4.
That's good.
Yeah,
I really like this book.
So this is like a contender for your book of the year.
It's a 5, but I don't know. I have to gather my 5s.
Hold on, you have a little. Okay, there. Because Cheli and I, we talked about this last year where we'll have like a range of 5s. Like there's like a top 5 and there's like it's a 5, but.
I have all my 5s in the list. Do you want to hear what I have so far?
Yes, please tell me your 5s.
Okay, I'm not going to tell you all of them, but just the ones that we have so far. Because we haven't talked about all of them.
Oh, okay.
Ruthless Vows is a contender.
Mm-hmm.
Never Lie by Frida McFadden.
Mm-hmm.
Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood.
Okay.
Bride by Ali Hazelwood because it's masterpiece. Butcher and Blackbird is on there.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't talked about that one yet.
Okay.
So there's a lot on there.
You do have a lot of 5s. Damn, I don't think I have that many 5s.
Oh, and The Housemaid. We did talk about that one.
Oh, that one was so good.
Yeah.
Damn. I think you have way more 5s than I do.
I'm trying to be more critical, but it's hard when they're bangers. Dude, I don't know if it's just me, but sometimes when I disassociate out of my body and realize that I'm reading for this podcast, sometimes I'm just like, damn, is no one else like aware that these books are bangers? Like, why is no one else fucking reading?
Yeah.
And it gets me so sad.
It gets me sad too, because I'm like, damn, this book is so fucking good. People need to read them.
And then I think about like if certain books were movies. Do you think this book would do good as a movie?
This would do so fucking well as a movie.
It would do well as a series, I think.
Yeah, every episode a new kill. Mm-hmm.
But it makes me sad that is the only way people will
consume this. I mean, I know, but this book is doing well though.
I'm glad.
Like I feel like enough people are reading it, you know?
That's good. I don't know anything about the author.
I don't either.
A one and done. A really good one and done.
I feel like you'll read the next one.
You think so?
Maybe we'll read it. I don't know. What if this episode does really well and people really want us to read the next one?
and Lark. I really hope.
And Lark.
I'm down. I'm down.
I'm down if people want us to do it.
Well, to everyone listening to our podcast, whether it be on Spotify, I can't say Apple Podcasts anymore, right?
Why?
Aren't they moving?
They are?
Google Podcast is moving to YouTube. But we're on YouTube too, so it works out. So if you're listening to us in any of those forms, thank you so much. If you can leave a rating of 5 stars, because that helps a bunch. And if you can leave a review recommending us our next book, that would be great. If you want to support us and you have a little bit of money, what can they do?
So we do have a Patreon, and at the moment, our Patreon just really serves as a way for our listeners to let us know that you really enjoy our content. You can find us on patreon.com/bookfix. But if you don't want the commitment of monthly, then you can find us on Ko-fi, which is ko-fi.com/thebookfix, or buymeacoffee.com/thebookfix.
If you are watching us on YouTube, thank you so much. If you can like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because we post every Tuesday and Thursday. And we also have some shorts on there that are bangers. So please go watch those. If you want to support us on social media, you can follow us on Instagram and Threads at The Book Fix Pod, THEBOOKFIXPOD, or TikTok and Goodreads at The Book Fix, THEBOOKFIX. Thank you. Why don't we read some reviews about this book?
Okay, I'll do the positive one.
Yeah, I'll do the negative. I think it's funny when we look up reviews and I see Eamon on there.
It's seriously, Eamon just keeps reading these books. How? I wish I had. I wish I would write better reviews, though, like on our Goodreads.
Mm-hmm.
I need to do that.
Okay, I do too, though.
Sometimes I try, though. Did you notice all the ones that I added?
No, I haven't. Go follow us on Goodreads. I had to unfollow us because it was getting a little sad. Sometimes I like to follow us, though, because I just like to see it on the other side. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This review comes from Allie. They gave it 5 out of 5, and they wrote, I loved this book. I love any book that combines murder and romance, but the fact that they're also serial killers, I knew I was going to love this one. This book combines gory murder, comedic relief, and at times, sometimes absurd plot, and a sweet romance so well. Very, very excited to read book 2.
This one is from Hannah, who gave it a 1 out of 5. It's like Dexter, but hornier.
Dude, it is like Dexter.
Thank you so much for listening, and we will talk to you next time.
Bye.
Bye. I don't want to do another one of these for a while.
What?
I think these kind of fuck me up. The ones that have to do with like killing, and then sometimes like seeing the human part in the killers. I get really fucked up.
Why? But you love this one.
I know, but it takes me a bit to like get ready for another one. Because when we read the Mindfuck series, remember when it was like trying to justify her?
I kind of got her end though, because we got her backstory.
Yeah,
and her backstory was so fucking sad.
I can't. I know.
Well,
I need a moment.
I wasn't justifying them.
No, I know. I just need a moment. I need to go stare off into the sea, and then I'll be good in like 2 to 5 business days.
Okay, don't worry. We're not gonna do. Well, maybe, unless somebody really...
Honestly, people who like recommend us things, even if it's books I said I didn't want to read,
we're more likely to read it.
Yeah.
So
Leather and Lark.
Leather and Lark. It's gonna be like you on your second account.
Yes.